Hello my dear friends, this is Prashant Mauni and I welcome all of you in StudyIQ's this lecture in which we will analyze important items that are published in Press Information Bureau. The date today is 5th September 2017 and the day is Tuesday. Dear friends, let me remind you that on 8th September 2017, that is after 3 days, the discount that is provided to you on pen drive courses is going to end. So if you haven't ordered this pen drive courses, then please, I would request all of you to do it as soon as possible. If you have any question or queries regarding it, you can feel free to give us a call on this number. Remember, our pen drive courses are designed to help you with your civil services examination. If you are preparing for state civil services examination as well, then you will find a specific customized course on our website. We also cater students preparing for banks exam and SSC exams as well. Dear friends, today is a very important day and it is Teachers' Day. It is celebrated after the President of our country, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. And today, just like many of you would be aspiring to become IPS officer or civil servant, then a gentleman named Dr. P.S. Praveen Kumar has written beautiful words regarding teachers on this day. He has said that we live because of teachers. Good teachers are now an endangered species. Is it true? Is it really true that we find really good teachers? I don't know. It is up to all of us to think about. We have to decide what good teacher or what is the definition of good teacher. If you ask me, then I would say that a good teacher is one who never allows a student living within themselves to die. A student within each and every one of us should stay alive, should be active forever. That itself will make all of us a good teacher. And on behalf of StudyIQ, on behalf of all my colleagues, on behalf of all of you, my dear friends, I would like to pay tribute. I would like to pay my salute to all those teachers who are making positive change throughout the world. Happy Teachers' Day again. He has also said that the way he speaks, the way he reads, the way he dresses himself, the way he works is deeply influenced by his teacher. Dear friends, this is coming from a person who was just preparing a couple of years ago. This person would be preparing just like you. The only change is that today we are lucky enough to have a platform like StudyIQ on which we can interact on digital platform. He has said that great teachers live through us, beyond us, and we live because of them. Teachers are immortal. The reason why I'm explaining it to you is because this is not only about Teachers' Day. You will find education as one of the most important topic in your civil services examination. If you go through and if you analyze past question papers, then you will find that questions are asked on education. If you go through other state level exams as well, you will find that essays are asked on education. And you should not be surprised at all if teacher and student relationship or overall scenario of India, education scenario of India is a topic of your essay in exam. President of India Sri Ramnath Kovind paid tribute to Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. It is very interesting that when Dr. Radhakrishnan became president, then few of his students visited him and requested him that if Mr. Radhakrishnan allows, then they can celebrate his birthday. Then Radhakrishnan replied very beautifully by saying that if you want to celebrate my birthday, right, rather than celebrating my birthday, you can celebrate 5th September as Teachers' Day. This is coming from one of the finest gentlemen we ever had. Apart from that, national awards were given. National award to teachers of 2016 were given, and these awards were given by Vice President of India Sri Venkaiah Naidu ji. Venkaiah Naidu ji also launched a Diksha platform. Now this is important for your prelims examination. Do pay attention to this thing. Diksha is a national digital infrastructure for teachers. It will enable and accelerate, amplify solutions in the realm of teacher education. We are lucky enough, dear friends, if you are listening to this video lecture, then consider yourself lucky that at least we have started using for the longest time digital education. We can interact with the best minds, right? We can learn so many things, and this is the beauty of connectivity. This is the beauty of telecommunication and information technology. So to enhance these qualities, Diksha platform is launched, and I somehow feel that this is an important topic. Next year, by time you will appear for Civil Services Examination, it may be out of your memory, but this question there could be a question formed on this thing. Venkaiah Naidu ji also talked about 3 C's. Now he is famous for giving this sort of short forms. Recently a book was also launched by Prime Minister, which was written by Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu ji, and he talked about the competence of a teacher, the ability of a teacher. He talked about the confidence of teaching in a teacher and the commitment of a teacher for education and for student. He said that if these 3 qualities are then there within a teacher or an educational institution, then it can change the landscape of country. Again, I would like to highlight that it is the Human Resource Development Ministry. We have not given the name as Education Ministry. We have given it name of Human Resource Development. We see human beings, the citizens of our country, are resources for our nation. It is resources for the world as well. If we have skillful, healthy and well-educated people in our country, then they can become a very productive resource. When we add skill, education and health, then even if we are lagging in some areas like natural resources, this can be compensated. So remember that it is Human Resource Ministry. Apart from that, Vice President has talked about real education. He has defined it by saying that it is necessary that education should provide all-round and holistic development of students with an equal emphasis on academic skills as well as skills for self-employment and gainful employment. Right? Self-employment and gainful employment. Either you should have enough skills with academic qualifications that you can create jobs, or you should be able to get one. Literacy education is of no value. These are the words of Mahatma Gandhi. You can quote these words. You can use these lines in your essay or answer writing. It will of course help you to understand these things in detail as well. And when you add this sort of lines, then your answer itself becomes more. It adds more weight to your overall answer. Mahatma Gandhi has said that apart from writing and reading, education should also build up a sound character, which is very important in today's day. Apart from skill, we have to also ensure that education sector is building good characters. It is making the best possible human beings, right? It is taking it to the peak of human development or personal development. Regarding teachers, Vice President has said that Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. He has compared teachers with Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. He has said that they are the shapers of India's development. He has paid respect to all the teachers who are dedicating their time and energy to save the individuals for creating New India. When I say New India, dear friends, I would like to remind you Sankalp Se Siddhi, right? 2022 to 2017 to 2022. These are the 5 years in which India is going to try its level best, and hopefully we will succeed as well in turning our India into a new India. An India that is prosperous, which is healthy, which has universal education, skillful, good in agriculture, food security. All these things are the agenda of New India, and it is the responsibility of every one of us to strive to achieve New India. Vice President has given a target to all the teachers to achieve 100% literacy in next 5 years. Sankalp Se Siddhi is a very important item, and you can add when if you're directly or indirectly asked question on New India, then you can use this thing as well as how education can help in achieving Sankalp Se Siddhi. He has also explained the word Sanskrit word Guru. I was quite amazed to know that it connotes, or it means that a source of illumination. Guru is source of illumination. Imagine the depth of this word. I was quite surprised as well when I came to know, and then I was thinking about the status of India. There was a time when we were known as Vishwaguru because of the universities like Nalanda and Takshashila. You'd be quite amazed to know that Nalanda University, Xuanzang, a Chinese Buddhist pilgrim who visited India and who stayed in Nalanda for the longest time, he has written and he has said that there was a sort of competitive exam, and out of 10 people, nearly 8 used to fail to enter Nalanda. Imagine the advancement of Nalanda University. Apart from him, Max Muller has also highly appreciated Nalanda and Takshashila University. Vice President has also said that we should inculcate India's value system and cultural and heritage with this syllabus of our academic syllabus. Apart from that, if we study the life of Gandhiji or their views, Gandhiji's view, or Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak's view, Ambedkar's view, you go through all the famous dignitaries, all the eminent personalities of our history, you'll find that all of them have said and have emphasized that education is most crucial foundation for national development. You can relate these things with skill, education and health, dear friends. Apart from that, we are facing through some challenges as well. Things are improving, no doubt. It was 18% in 1947 literacy rate, but now we are clocking around 80%. The strategy of the British government was that our people do not get enlightened because of via education, because once you get educated, then you will start questioning the things, then you will realize that you have human rights, then you will find out better ways of doing things. In short, development of mind and development of heart and development of personality. And if these things happens, then the consciousness of society rises up, and British government was not wishing. That's one of the reason why we are still lagging, because of all that British Raj issues. We are still facing some of the challenges like poverty, and because of poverty there are many children who are not able to get their due share in education. He has also talked about Right to Education Act. India, remember, our country has declared right to education as a right, as a fundamental right, isn't it? 6 to 14 year is the bracket. This is the age in which each and every child should get basic education. This is itself indicates the emphasis we give to education. And we have seen after the coming of right to education that many children are able to access education, but still we are fighting against dropout rate. And for fighting it, or to ensure or eliminate dropout rate, then we have to ensure that each and every person, it is not just the teachers and the education institution, we have to ensure that it is the duty of society to ensure that each and every child gets its due share, should get education. UNESCO, which is a body of United Nations, in its 1996 report on International Commission on Education for 21st Century, has given 4 pillars. One is learning to know, second is learning to do, learning to be, and learning to live together. One of the most important things that we need today, because of terrorism and regionalism and racism, all these things are covering or are rising up, and they are itself throwing challenges to the whole humanity. So it is important that we learn to live together. Tolerant society, a society that accepts diverse views. This is the need of the hour. It's not only about India, it is about the whole world. Apart from that, I'm so glad that the Vice President has talked about digital education as well. As I told you that we are lucky enough to have access to digital education with the help of information technology and communication advancement. We have a digital platform through which best of the best things can be shared, and teachers can learn and students can learn. Everyone can learn from each other. And at StudyIQ, we are always striving to ensure that we reach to all those students as well who are not able to afford and who are not able for any other reasons as well. If they are not able to migrate to bigger cities, and if they don't have access to offline education, we are striving to ensure that they do not miss out. In fact, we are having advantage as well, because best of the best minds and the best learning students can engage with us because of digital platform. Again, reminding you of 5 years, that is Sankalp Se Siddhi. Prime Minister has said, teach to transform. Transform what? Transform the nation, transform the society. Educate to empower. Empower women, empower vulnerable people, empower all those sections of society who are not empowered yet. We can empower them with education. They can add education can add skill. Education can add a learning mind. It can transform their mind into a learning mind. It can enhance their capacity. And it's also talked about learn to lead. As I told you, do pay focus to this point of Sankalp Se Siddhi. Moving on, dear friends, Prime Minister during his BRICS meeting has talked about Sustainable Development Goals, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Remember, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Earlier, United Nations used to have Millennium Development Goals, which ended in 2015, and by 2030, there are 17 targets or 17 goals that the whole world will try to achieve. If you analyze all the policies of our government, may it be universal access to education, may the policy be in area of health, in area of women empowerment, in area of sanitation, in area of food security, you will find that it will have a direct or indirect connection with Sustainable Development Goals. And India has recently launched and completed first voluntary national review of SDGs, which we have presented to United Nations. And you will find a common theme of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas in all the development work that India is doing. Collective effort, inclusive growth. Let me give you a small example of it. Recently, we have launched South Asian satellite, isn't it? In this South Asian satellites, the benefits are being given to all the countries, all the neighboring countries, which is in line with the Neighborhood First and Act East policy, particularly Neighborhood First policy of Government of India, through which we will provide transponder facilities, and with that, these countries will be able to develop electronic education, electronic health, communication facilities will improve, and it will also help them in disaster management. Prime Minister has given one of the finest example of the achievement of India in context of Sustainable Development Goal, and that is of JAM. JAM stands for Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and Mobile. What we did, we provided bank accounts, then we linked these bank accounts with unique identity card, and then with the help of mobile governance, we provided direct benefit transfer to 360 million people. This is equivalent to population of America, isn't it? So this itself is a huge achievement of India. Prime Minister has also talked about ITEC, that is Indian Technical Economic Cooperation. It is a flagship initiative of India, and it is working from last 50 years. It has partnered with 161 countries. You will find all the continents, countries from all the continents are covered in it, and we have trained more than 25,000 students under ITEC. And during the third India-Africa Forum Summit in 2015, Prime Minister has also talked about, or the Government of India has also increased the quota of students who will get scholarship under ITEC. We have raised the bar to 50,000, and next 5 years we will be training 50,000 African students. He has also talked about solar mamas. Solar mamas are those students, those learners who are trained by India, and these people are working in lighting up houses of African continent by solar technology, and this is adding to the soft skill. This will definitely increase the bonding between India and Africa, and this can help us immensely in people-to-people contact and developing diplomatic relations with each other. Development partnership projects of India with other countries are in area of providing water, providing electricity. When I talk about water, then you can take example of Maldives electricity. We provide electricity to Bangladesh. We are providing electricity to Nepal. We are building roads in Sri Lanka. We are building healthcare facilities in Sri Lanka. There are other countries as well, but I'm just giving you one example. Telemedicine facility is given to countries of Nepal, and basic infrastructure as well we are engaged in many countries like Myanmar. We are building a trilateral road with Myanmar, Thailand, and between Myanmar, Thailand, and India. And one of the most important thing regarding India is that our policy is of no string attachment, right? We are not trying to colonize any country. We are doing it for sheer commitment to development. Donor, Ministry of Donor is Ministry of Development of Northeast Region. It is in line with central government's aim to ensure that overall development of northeastern states is done at par with other states. They should not be left behind, and Donor Ministry is going to celebrate or is organizing an event in northeastern region in which art, culture, heritage, cuisines, handicrafts, business and tourism of northeast India will be promoted. This area has a huge potential of tourism, and once these things are promoted, then it will attract many people towards northeastern states. It is also coinciding with 16th anniversary of Ministry of Donor. Apart from that, Health Ministry has launched 2 new contraceptives. One is known as Antra. Antra is basically an injectable contraceptive method, and the other is Chaya. Chaya is a pill. It can keep away pregnancy for 1 week, and this injection can keep away for 3 months. This will expand the basket, and it will give more choices to the couple to plan their it will give more choice for family planning. It is at the present it is launched in 10 states, and with this the ministry has also launched a new software. You should remember this. It is launched by Health Ministry, and the name of this software is Family Planning Logistics Management Information System. This will ensure that the demand and supply of contraceptive pills are met at grassroots level. Apart from that, central government also has Mission Parivar Vikas, and the main aim of Mission Parivar Vikas is to ensure that the total fertility rate by 2025 is at 2.1%. We know the challenges that India faces because of huge population. Niti Aayog has came out with the National Nutrition Strategy. It was launched by the father of Indian Green Revolution, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, and other dignitaries. National Nutrition Strategy aims to cut down the malnutrition challenges that India is facing. India has one of the highest population of malnourished people, and it is costing us 9 to 10% of our income. That means if India is earning 100 rupees, then we are losing 9 to 10 rupees every time because of malnourishment, because we have to spend this money after the children who are malnourished. And this is a big loss for our country, and we are not able to utilize this money for other developmental programs. By providing good food, by providing nutritious food, drinking water and sanitation facilities, and providing income and livelihood opportunities, we can eliminate malnourishment from our India. We are also lacking in real-time measurement of malnourishment, and this is a big challenge that can be addressed by technology. And this new strategy is in line with Swachh Bharat. It is also creating Swasth Bharat, right, healthy India, and it is also aiming for Kuposhan Mukt Bharat. With this, dear friends, I would like to end this discussion here. I will see you all soon. Do not forget, 8th September is not far. If you haven't ordered the course yet, do it now. Question or query, as I told you, you can give us a call. If you are feeling shy to give us a call, you can also chat with one of our people who are available on StudyIQ chat platform. With this, I am Prashant Mavani. I would like to sign it off now. Do not forget to download this lecture from our website and Telegram channel. Do subscribe our channel. Share this video lecture. Today is Teachers Day, so if you think that you want to share it with someone, you want to spread education, then this is the time. Do it. If you have genuinely learned something from it, then do give us your like. Pass me your valuable comment. I'd like to end this here. I'll see you all soon. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Goodbye.